All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles, others, great millstone, salutation, and brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity with charity and risking their lives and freedom to do so. This is Brother Yana Guy, coming to Great Millstone, Chicago, Camp, coming at you with another lesson, no one's edifying. Quick scripture of the day is going to be a response to the Elder Bob Ross video. I believe it's titled Cries and Smiles, Smiles and Cries. No, I'll go ahead and post a link in the description box in this video. But he was basically going into you know, brothers being examples to one another and not be so caught up in your feelings and mopey, you know, and so down, you know, because you don't want to spread that spread that virus, man. You know, that woe is me spirit. All right. You know, just man falls 7 times. All right. We're gonna fuck up. You know, we're gonna go through some things. You know, uh, 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 it's gonna be a burden. You know, something that you know, don't be coming around brothers. You know, and have that woe is me spirit. You know, majority of the time, you know, and me really, for example, uh, 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 from my own experience, I mean, you know, you get into those modes and you on brothers. Hell no. At the end of the day, shit, a lot of Jake gets into those modes 'cause you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, man, and using the tools that the Lord provided, you know, and to fight those demons, man. All right, because when we go through these things, you gotta filter everything through the scriptures, man. All right, there's a reason why we go through these things. All right, we always say it, you know. They forget to apply the scriptures, man. They're not using the scriptures. They're not meditating on the scriptures. You know, from my own experience, you know, find myself in those slumps. You know, but once you use those scriptures, man, using the tools that the Lord provided, you know, that showed us what to do. You know, praying, fasting. You know, proving what's good into their soul and what's not. You know, you're not gonna have that mopey spirit. You're not gonna be that woe is me. You know, because brother, hey, we all go through shit, man. Every brother is going through something, man. You know, and what scripture says, man, we got a bit iron sharpens iron, man. Gotta build each other up, man. Can't be around here and trying to spread that woe is me spirit, man. All right. But the scripture that popped up to my mind instantly, you know, was on Sirach 2. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. This is Sirach 2 and 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." All right, just to take it cheerfully, man. All right, not to have that woe is me spirit, man. When you're going through some shit, man. And now now you don't want to read, or you don't want to go to camp, or you don't want to go to class, you don't want to do, you don't want to fast, you don't want to pray, you know. Nah, man. We gotta apply these scriptures, man. All right, we supposed to take these things and give the Lord praises, you know, through ups and downs. You know, even shit's not gonna always go your way, man. You know, when it don't go your way, it's still call halal y'all about me outside, man. Call halal y'all about me outside, man. All right, you don't want to be out here, spreading that virus for the woe is me spirit, man. Little leaven, leaven to whole lump. All right, it is a spiritual battle we are in. You know, but I just wanted to go ahead and add on to that. I'm gonna read it again. This is Rock 2:1. My son, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And then we always bring out the scripture, you know, proving that hey, when he comes to the truth, it's not gonna be a cakewalk, man. All right, yeah, you have to have some discipline, man. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at that last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Alright, so when we're going through that shit, we can't be, going through adversity and all those things, man. We can't be folding. We can't be, woe is me. No, man, we supposed to take these things cheerfully, man. Because why? When you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. And that's using the tools that the Lord gave us, is applying the scriptures, man. You know, all these demons come to your head, you know, cut them with the scriptures, man. All right. The Lord's word is sharper than a two-edged sword, man. All right. All these things, and hey, I be sometimes feeling down. You be having those moments. Once you start applying these scriptures, you start remembering these scriptures, man. All that shit disappears, man. It goes away, man. So you don't want to be out here, having that woe is me spirit. You know, everything we go through, we take it cheerfully, and know that we all going through something. You know, so that was my add-on. So no one's edifying scripture today. So next time, say shalom and a blah blah blah.